Puffin Virtually Live presents Danger is Everywhere. I'm Helen Skelton, and in our studio today we have got loads of friends from different schools. We've got friends from Ray School. Yeah! And we've got some friends from Corpus Christi Primary School. There's a couple more of those guys. Right, we're coming to you live from London, and you are watching with schools from all around the world. We've got schools in Australia, in Argentina, in America, and of course in Ireland. Now, wherever you are watching, you can send in your questions right now. All you've got to do is email puffinvirtuallylive.co.uk. Now, today's book is all about danger, but I'd imagine not the sort of danger that you've ever thought about before. In fact, as many of you are watching this in your classroom, here is a very important question to get us underway.
Is my teacher a vampire? Vampires used to be easy to spot with their pointy capes, hair and teeth, but they realised this and now dress much less vampire-y, more like newsreaders.
This is the news.
3 ways of finding out if your new teacher is a vampire. 1. Garlic. Vampires hate garlic. So why not give your new teacher a garlicky welcome gift when they arrive at your school? Maybe garlic bread or a chicken Kiev. If they run from the school screaming, then congratulations, you've saved everyone from a vampire. 2. Vampires react to sparkling water in an awful way. If a vampire drinks sparkling water, it makes them farty. Not farty like the loudest fart you've ever done, though. Farty like the sound a ship makes when it's at sea and it wants to say hello to another ship or a lighthouse. Honk. Or when a huge truck wants to overtake another huge truck on the motorway. Honk. Or when a vampire drinks sparkling water and does a fart. Honk. 3. A very evil laugh. I, like most people, laugh like this. Ha 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 ha. But vampires don't laugh like that. They laugh like this. And they really keep going with that part for ages. So try a joke out on your teacher and have a stopwatch ready. If that laugh goes on beyond 10 seconds, then get out of there, because your teacher is a vampire.
What do you reckon then, guys? Anybody got a vampire for a teacher in their classroom? There's a few people looking around here. If you're watching in a classroom, just glance over your shoulder and have a look at your teacher. If they're looking a little bit nervous, you never know. Right now, let's get started. We have got a few more questions for you. Right, you guys all think you've seen vampires for teachers, but have you ever checked underneath your bed for a tiger? Yeah. Do you worry that your grandma might be a robot? Yeah. Mine is, she's got metal bits. Are you afraid of the toilet shark? Well, here are 2 people who have thought about all of those things a lot. They have written a whole book about it. Please give a warm welcome, put your hands together for the creators of Danger is Everywhere, David O'Doherty and Chris Judge.
Sorry, Helen, can I just say it's very dangerous applauding, like because you could hurt your hands hitting them, or you could hit other people doing that, or elephants might hear who are in the area and they might think it's a stampede and elephants will run in. So from now on, for the rest of this, I'd like to applaud in a safer way, which is more like a little kind of golf clap. So just like this. So let's do a practice round of applause like that. That's more like it. That's perfect.
Give me a high five instead.
Hang on, you guys. Helen wants a high five. High fives are a little bit dangerous too, because we could miss and hit each other. So we're going to do a shy five, which is similar, but you just stop just before we hit and we both go danger.
Danger.
So there we go. Yep.
Good. Okay, right, so you are David, you are Chris. Who does what in the book?
Well, I do most of the writing, and Chris does the pictures. And to be honest, I'll be doing most of the talking today, Helen, because Chris's voice is incredibly boring. Like, Chris's voice is so boring, if he talks for too long, I think everyone might fall asleep around the world who are watching this. So Chris, can you just say something?
Well, hello.
Okay, so stop talking there. I think you all now realize how boring Chris is.
How do you know so much about danger?
Well, that is because of our next door neighbor. And his name is Dr. Noel Zone, and he is a dangerologist. And a dangerologist is to describe, it's where you might see fun or excitement or adventure in the world, he just sees awful things happening. Say, for example, you're walking to school.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're thinking not very many dangerous things can happen while you're walking to school. Whoa, what about a polar bear? Imagine if you're walking to school and Chris, can you be a polar? Ah! Now what do you do if a polar bear?
I would just run.
You can't run away from them. They're much faster. Look, see there? You can't swim either. They're better at swimming. You can't climb up, and they're better at climbing as well. No, a dangerologist knows that there's only one way to escape from a polar bear, and that is with card tricks. Polar bears are so impressed and bamboozled by even the most basic card trick. You just have to, if a polar bear jumps out in front of you, just always have a pack of cards in your pocket, and then go up to the polar bear. Ah, polar bear, just pick a card there, will you? And show the card to the audience. I wonder what that could be. Could it be the 7 of hearts? Yeah, pretty impressive, to be honest. Look, they're all the 7 of hearts. That's how you do it. But look how incredibly amazed and bamboozled he is. And while he's shocked, you can just make your way to school. So
Right.
that is the sort of thing we'll be learning today.
I tell you what, I had no idea. Did anybody know that's how you get rid of a polar bear? Oh, some did. We know now, don't we? So, wow.
It's true, we have a lot to learn here today. Everyone watching this, you are now pods, which is short for pupils of dangerology, and you have to pay attention because right at the end we're going to have 4 questions, an examination based on what we've learned today, and if you get them all right, you too will become a dangerologist.
See, it's only a mini exam, don't you worry, and it's a bit more fun than a normal boring exam. Also, make sure you've got your pens and paper ready because Chris is going to be doing a draw along, aren't you, Chris?
Yep.
He said just the one word.
Yeah.
Right, so if our viewers want to become dangerologists, what do they need to do?
Right, Helen. There's 3 main parts to being a dangerologist. The first is lofting, which is short for looking out for danger. And then there's podembing, which is short for pointing out where danger might be. And then there's the trickiest one of all, mistowiepstaying, which is short for making sure there definitely isn't danger where everyone else is pretty sure there isn't any. So that's an example. Say, for example, think of a not very dangerous place.
A bathroom's not for example.
Oh my goodness, so many things can go wrong in a bathroom. Say a toilet shark is a shark that comes out of the loo, or a toothbrush snake it's a small, Chris, can you draw a toothbrush snake?
What is a toothbrush snake?
Helen, it's a small snake that looks like a toothbrush and it creeps into bathrooms and lies beside your actual toothbrush in a really sneaky way. And if you are not paying attention, you put toothpaste on the toothbrush snake, and when you lift it up, it shoots right up your nose and you can't pull it down because it really wedges itself there.
How'd you get it out?
The only way to get it out is you have to play a musical instrument, like a trumpet or something like that. But toothbrush snakes hate love songs. So to play a national anthem or happy birthday or something like that.
And that gets rid of it?
That's, well, then you, gone.
I tell you what, we are on a learning curve. I did not know that that's how you get rid of polar bears. You teach them a card trick. Toothbrush snakes, they were completely new to me. But you know what? There are a lot of other animals that dangerologists need to worry about. That is why, for the next basic safety video tip, we sent David off to a place full of animals that most people wouldn't find dangerous.
I've come here to a city farm to point out to you some dangers you won't ever have thought about before. In fact, there are so many dangers here. It shouldn't be called a city farm. It should be called Chompy Town, because of the number of different ways that you could end up getting chomped. So I will don my danger helmet and T-cod, or tiny cape of dangerology, and go and have a look around. The most important question to ask yourself with any cat is, how can I be sure this is a cat and not a baby tiger? To find out if your cat is a baby tiger, you have to ask yourself 3 big questions. 1, is your cat much bigger than everyone else's cat? And has it ever eaten any of your neighbors? 2, instead of going meow, does your cat go roar so loud that the room shakes and the pictures on the wall all go sideways? 3, when you watch a nature program with actual tigers in it, does your cat come over and sit beside you and start crying because it recognizes its friends and it misses them so much? Oh. If your cat does any of these things, contact your local zoo immediately, because that is not a pet cat. That is a baby tiger. So if you are approached by a baby tiger, you can't run away. They're much quicker than you. And unlike polar bears, card tricks have no effect on them. No, your only chance with a baby tiger is to dance. Tigers are incredibly scared of dancing. So if you see a tiger, shout "Tiata," which is short for "This is a tiger alert," and immediately just start dancing. Looks cute, but how can you be sure he is a sheep and not just a wolf wearing a woolly jumper? Never, ever handle bread near ducks. But if you must, do it from a very safe distance. No, instead of risking it with one of these animals, why not hang around with safer, danger-free pets? Such as a pet plant. Who's the cutest pot plant? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Ooh. A pet cabbage. Come on, fetch, fetch. Yeah. Or why not try Dr. Noel's favorite pet, a pet stone? This is Dennis. Come on, Dennis. Let's go for a walk. Oh, just don't take him for a swim. He won't come back from a swim. Dennis! No!
I'm in the audience with our pods, potential dangerologists. Max, you've got a cat. Does that make you worry about your cat?
Yes.
Really? Wow. That cat might not be around tomorrow. Right, let's ask some of the questions that have been sent in to us. Jane has been in touch from Australia.
Whoa.
She wants to know, are you planning to write any more books?
Hello, Jane in Australia. Yeah, I mean, there's so many dangerous things in the world, I think, particularly in Australia. So, I mean, all those animals that bounce and, you know, the very hot weather and the very, yeah, so yes, we're definitely going to keep up our dangerology work with the help of Dr. Noel.
Maybe an Australia-specific book.
Oh my goodness, I think that would be a very, sharks, ah!
Spiders.
Spider, ah!
Max, what is your question?
Are there any dangers when reading?
Oh, well, yes. You would think that reading is safe, but there's so many awful things. I mean, imagine if you're reading a book and you didn't realize it was a pop-up book, and then you open a page and suddenly, like, you know, like a castle or a giraffe pops out. It could poke you in the eye. So you have to make sure when you're reading a book, it isn't a haunted book, like a book of spells, because then if you read it out loud, you know, your friends could turn into avocados. So the way to check if a book is a haunted book is you open the front cover, and if it makes a creaking sound, if there's no creaking sound, it's not haunted. So that is not a haunted book. So we can, and then the other thing to be really careful of is the page 9 scorpion, which you guys, I'm sorry to be so scary, but a page 9 scorpion is a very rare kind of scorpion that lives in libraries and bookshops and creeps into books and lives on page 9. And if you're not paying attention, it jumps out and attaches itself to your face and fires poison from its bum. So you have to be, so to get rid of the page 9 scorpion, before you read any book, you just hold it like that and then just give it a bit of a whack there, because if it's inside, it will have been squished. And let's see if there was a page 9 scorpion. Yeah, look, there was. But luckily, this one's been squished. So phew, I saved my face.
You're all right there. Right, we have now got a question from Mrs. James, who is in Light Oaks Junior School in Salford, and says, you may not realise this, but being a teacher can be very dangerous. Which items would you recommend that teachers keep in their PEB to protect them from the dangers of the classroom?
I mean, just basic things such as a pack of cards for polar bears. That's a big thing. Then within the classroom itself, I mean, that teacher may not be a vampire, but there could be other vampires in the school. So listen out for the honk parps. And so that's another thing. And then obviously a whistle then as well to signal for attention if anything awful happens.
Good luck, Mrs. James. Right, what's your question? What's your name?
Eve, what was your favourite part of the book and why?
I think my favourite part was, because I did the writing, and then I would write something and I would email it to Chris, and then he would do the pictures, so I'd have no idea what pictures he was going to do. So we'd meet in a cafe the next day, and I would see these cool pictures. So I think that was the most exciting thing for me.
So, Chris, you obviously like drawing. You've drawn loads of cool things throughout the book. Is it time now for the draw-along? Can you draw something for us? What are you going to draw?
I'm going to draw Dr. Noel. Does everyone have their pencils and paper ready?
They've been drawing along with you already.
Oh, cool. Okay. Well, I'm going to show you how to draw Dr. Noel. So whenever I draw people, I start with the head. So we'll draw, he wears a helmet for safety. So it looks a little bit like a 60s motorcycle helmet. I'm sure you all know what that is.
Why do you start at the head?
It's just easier because then you can gauge how if the figure's going to fit in there. So if you start in the middle, sometimes it can be too small. So, and then of course he has his name on his helmet. You can write your own name on that. 2 eyes, of course. 1, 2, and his nose. And he has a beard, like myself and David. It's for safety in case you fall. It's a cushion.
What if you're a girl dangerologist? Do you need to have a beard then?
You don't have to, but you can draw one on if you want. Your teachers will be fine with that, I'd say. Should be no problem. Okay, so he wears a onesie, which is his danger onesie. And it's basically just an all-in-one suit. And has some nice collars. He has a drawn-on tie here instead of a real tie.
Why is it drawn on?
It's drawn on because ties are quite dangerous and get caught in a door or in a tree if you're cycling by. They're kind of dangerous. So he just draws one on every morning onto his t-shirt. He has a whistle, which is a very important part of his kit. His 2 arms, of course. So this is him not really doing any actions because usually he just stands like this in his garden for a couple hours every day. A lot safer. He has his personal emergency bum bag, which, as David told us there, contains lots of safety stuff like the cards for polar bears, the 2 legs.
Got to be honest, some excellent drawings over here.
Yeah, is everyone okay? Am I going too fast? Are you okay? He, really importantly now, these are vital. These are his danger wellies. He's got 2 pairs of these. He's got kind of a nice posh pair for when he's at a dinner dance or going to visit his relatives. And then he's got his day-to-day pair, which is this black pair. The other pair is kind of sparkly, but this is a regular pair. But they're all reinforced and super safe.
Does he look like anyone you know?
When I first started drawing him, I was sending samples to David, and it was looking more and more like him. We don't know why.
There were loads of different characters in the book. Who is your favourite to draw?
I love drawing Dennis. You saw Dennis in the video there. He's so easy to draw. 2 googly eyes. And of course his girlfriend Megan. She just has a little bow on the top.
I think even I can draw Dennis and Megan.
Yeah, they're really easy.
Looking good.
And they're fun.
Right, we've got loads more questions, so let's head over here. What is your name?
Alice.
And what's your question, Alice?
Why does Dr. No spell doctor wrong?
Oh, I can answer that. Doctor spells Doctor D-O-C-T-E-R because to become a real doctor, a D-O-C-T-O-R, you have to spend years studying to be a doctor, whereas he just gave himself the first name Doctor so he could concentrate all of his energy on becoming a dangerologist.
Right, we've got Ramsey over here. Ramsey, what's your question?
Does Dr. No ever have fun?
Oh yeah, I mean, I know he seems very serious, but you know what Dr. No loves more than anything? He loves to dance. He loves dancing. But most dancing for him, it's just too dangerous. You know, you throwing yourself around. So Dr. No has invented his own safe dancing, and we're going to show you his favorite dance move now. This is one called the toaster, and this is, everyone can do this. To do the toaster, you go down, and you stay down for about 2.5 minutes, and then you pop up. Just like toast. That's the safest dance move of all, and that's Dr. Noel's favourite dance move.
Quick question from Amanda at Portland Place School says, aren't you worried that your book is going to give people paper cuts?
I mean, it's quite a dangerous book. That's why I guess you should wear gloves while you're reading it as well. Let's add that to the list of book dangers right now. You can get it. Also, the corners are quite pointy as well. So wear big gloves and then read it like this, so nothing bad can happen.
Like oven gloves, for instance, would be really good for that.
That's exactly it. We want everyone to think of their own dangerology and how to make the world a safer place.
We are learning all the time. Right,
Certainly
we know
are.
that Dr. Noel is the best dangerologist in the entire world, but we've met some pods at Dragon Hall Community Centre, which sounds pretty dangerous in itself, doesn't it? And we find out that they could teach even him a thing or two.
Hello! As we know, according to Dr. Noel, dangerologists must always be
Lofting.
looking out for danger,
Poddenby.
pointing out where danger might be,
And Mr. Weeperstein.
making sure there definitely isn't danger even where everyone else is pretty sure that there isn't any.
So here are some more BSTs.
Basic.
Safety.
Tips to avoid danger.
Pencil cases are full of sharp things. Ow! Putting your hand in a pencil case is more dangerous than putting your hand in a sock full of crabs.
So instead of a pencil case, Dr. Noel uses a stationary sombrero, a large hat with everything he could possibly need hanging from it on strings. Stylish and safe.
Dr. Noel doesn't like most pets in case they turn out to be dangerous.
But he does like pet stones. It's easy to make your own pet stone. This is Pebby. This is Fluffy.
Dr. Noel doesn't like kite flying. What if there was a huge gust of wind that lifted you away?
Or what if the kite was hit by an aeroplane? There are only two kinds of kites that Dr. Noel thinks aren't dangerous. Cabbage kites. And sweeping brush kites.
Dangerologists should always wear a PEB, a personal emergency bum bag, full of essential things such as
A whistle to signal for attention.
A spare whistle in case the first whistle doesn't work. A biscuit to distract dangerous animals.
some sparkling water to find out if your teacher is a vampire.
A tiny trumpet in case of a toothbrush snake.
Remember,
Danger is everywhere!
Listen at their muted clapping, they're listening to you. I think we're getting there. Don't you think that our pods are ready to become fully qualified dangerologists?
I think so. Now, it's not something we can just rush into, though. Every one of you, including you, Helen, we all have to take the DEPIFOD, which is the dangerology examination, to become a full-on dangerologist.
Okay, it's quiz time, everybody. This is how it's going to work. It's not like a boring exam at school. You can shout out the answers here. I'm going to ask you some questions about things that we've been learning throughout the show. If you've got the letter cards, which I know lots of you have, hold them up, or put your left hand up for A and your right hand up for B. And as well as that, you can just shout out if you want, okay? Let's have a little practice to warm up, okay? So, danger.
Everywhere!
Danger.
Everywhere!
Danger. Yeah, then, ready. Okay, question 1. How do you escape from a polar bear?
Is it A, by dancing?
Or B, with a pack of cards.
Oh my goodness!
Look at that.
Everyone said the same thing.
Oh, well, clap, sorry. Universally B, well done. The answer is, of course, a pack of cards. Congratulations.
Yay!
Question number 2. Which of these is a safer type of pet?
Is it A, a very large cat?
Or is it B, a cabbage?
There's a few A's, but it's
Oh,
B.
is there some A's?
Just a couple.
Yeah.
A cabbage is the safest pet. Congratulations. Number 3.
We're halfway through already.
What is lofting short for?
Is it short for A, looking out for danger?
Or is it B, leaping over furious donkeys?
Just demonstrate so we know what you mean.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, there's a furious donkey.
I mean, that seems quite dangerous.
Right, excellent. Okay? We're all going A. We're all going A. That is correct. A. It's looking out for danger. Yes!
There's only
Okay.
one more question to go. Oh my goodness.
Final question.
That was me being nervous.
What sound does a vampire make when it farts?
Is it A, honk?
Or is it B, perp?
I can almost hear them in Ireland shouting A.
Wow.
Yes, of course it's A. Right, I think pretty much everybody here has got them all right.
Amazing, yeah.
You're all dangerologists now. You're qualified.
Congratulations! Danger!
Everywhere.
Thanks. Thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you to Chris Judge, David O'Doherty. We had a brilliant afternoon. I hope you've enjoyed it as well. Good luck lofting, pompadoing, and Mr. Wisdom-peeing.
Close enough.
Thank you. Goodbye from all of us here in the studio. And remember, everybody, danger is
Everywhere. Thanks, guys.
Bye, you guys. Whoa. With a safer round of applause, please.
Safe a round of applause.
Thank you.
Brilliant. Oh, that was a bit loud.
Danger.
danger. Cool.
Look there, falling off.